Hello guys, this is Christilani and today I'll be doing the daily devotionals. I'm just taking a small break from social media, but I'm gonna still be doing the daily devotionals. And today I have here for January 3rd, I don't know how I always getting behind, the perfect mate for Adam. Adam was lonely before God made him a companion, somebody to help and complement him. She is bone from my bone, declares Adam. God's will today is still for you to be the perfect mate for your husband and stand by him no matter what. Then the Lord God said, "It is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper who is just right for him." So the Lord God formed from the ground all the wild animals and all the birds of the sky. He brought them to the man to see what he would call them. And the man chose a name for each one. He gave names to all livestock, all birds of the sky, and all the wild animals. But still there was no helper just right for him. So the Lord God caused the man to fall into a deep sleep. While the man slept, the Lord God took out one of the man's ribs and closed up the opening. Then the Lord God made a woman from the rib, and he brought her to the man. At last, the man exclaimed, "This one is bone from my bone and flesh from my flesh. She will be called woman because she was taken from man." This explains why a man leaves his father and mother and is joined to his wife, and the two are united into one. Now the man and his wife were both naked, but they felt no shame. That's in Genesis 2:18 through 25. Okay, so the next one I have for January 4th, it's sin enters the world. When the snake tempted Eve, she not only succumbed to temptation, but she also involved Adam. Then sin entered the world, and the first people were alienated from God. We still suffer because of the consequences of Eve's wrong decisions. The serpent was the shrewdest of all the wild animals the Lord God had made. One day he asked the woman, "Did God really say you must not eat the fruit from any of the trees in the garden?" "Of course we may eat fruit from the trees in the garden," the woman replied. "It's only the fruit from the tree in the middle of the garden that we are not allowed to eat," God said. "You must not eat it or even touch it. If you do, you will die." "You won't die," the serpent replied to the woman. "God knows that your eyes will be open as soon as you eat it, and you will be like God, knowing both good and evil." The woman was convinced. She saw that the tree was beautiful and its fruits looked delicious, and she wanted the wisdom it would give her. So she took some of the fruit and ate it. Then she gave some to her husband, who was with her, and he ate it too. At that moment, their eyes were open, and they suddenly felt shame at their nakedness. So they sewed fig leaves together to cover themselves. When the cool evening breezes were blowing, the man and his wife heard the Lord God walking in the garden. So they hid from the Lord God among the trees. Then the Lord God called to the man, "Where are you?" He replied, "I heard you walking in the garden, so I hid." I was afraid because I was naked. Who told you that you were naked? The Lord God asked. Have you eaten from the trees whose fruit I commanded you not to eat? This will be in Genesis 3, chapters 1 through 11. Okay, the next one I have, it's punishment for sin. God never lets sin go unpunished. He punished Adam and Eve severely for their disobedience. However, God promised that one day someone will come to undo the work of Satan and to bring people back to God again. The man replied, "It was the woman who gave me the fruit, and I ate it." Then the Lord God asked the woman, "What have you done?" "The serpent deceived me," she replied. "That's why I ate it." Then the Lord God said to the serpent, "Because you have done this, you are cursed more than all animals. You will crawl on your belly, groveling in the dust as long as you live. And I will cause hostility between you and the woman, and between your offsprings and her offsprings. He will strike your head, and you will strike his heel." Then he said to the woman, "I will sharpen the pain of your pregnancy, and in pain you will give birth, and you will desire to control your husband, but he will rule over you." And to the man he said, "Since you listened to your wife and ate from the tree whose fruit I commanded you not to eat, the ground is cursed because of you. All your life you will struggle to scratch a living from it. By the sweat of your brow will you have food to eat until you return to the ground from which you were made. For you were made from dust, and to dust you will return." Then the Lord God said, "Look, the human beings have become like us, knowing both good and evil. What if they reach out, take fruit from the tree of life and eat it? Then they will live forever." So the Lord God banished them from the Garden of Eden, and he sent Adam out to cultivate the ground from which he had been made. That's in Genesis 3, 12 through 17, 19, 22, and 23. Alrighty guys, I have just one more for you guys today, and that one is called Violence Enters the World. Cain murdered his brother Abel because God accepted Abel's offering, but not his. God spared Cain's life, but banned him from the land. Adam had sexual relations with his wife Eve, and she became pregnant. When she gave birth to Cain, she said, "With the Lord's help, I have produced a man." Later, she gave birth to his brother and named him Abel. When they grew up, Abel became a shepherd, while Cain cultivated the ground. When it was time for the harvest, Cain presented some of his crops as a gift to the Lord. Abel also brought a gift, the best of the firstborn lambs from his stock. The Lord accepted Abel and his firstborn lambs from the flock. The Lord accepted Abel and his gift, but he did not accept Cain and his gift. This made Cain very angry. "Why are you so angry?" the Lord asked Cain. "You will be accepted if you do what is right. But if you refuse to do what is right, then watch out. Sin is crouching at the door, eager to control you. But you must subdue it and be its master." One day Cain suggested to his brother, "Let's go out into the fields." And while they were in the field, Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him. Afterward, the Lord asked Cain, "Where's Abel?" "I don't know," Cain responded. "Am I my brother's guardian?" But the Lord said, "What have you done?" "Listen, your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. Now you are cursed and banished from the ground, which has swallowed your brother's blood. From now on you will be a homeless wanderer on the earth." Cain replied to the Lord, "My punishment is too great for me to bear. You have banished me from the land and from your presence. You have made me a homeless wanderer." That will be in Genesis 4, 1 through 14. Alrighty guys, I hope you guys are enjoying this. As usual, I'm always gonna say that. Yeah, it's a good book. I'm probably gonna finish up the book, and that would be probably in July, maybe May or July. I'm not sure. I gotta go and check. But yeah, we might as well finish up this book. And if you guys are new here, I am reading from the Bible in 366 Days for Women. Yeah, and I just thought I'd finish up the whole book. And it is from Christian Art Publishers. I believe you can get this. There's a book on Amazon I've seen that you can order it. Yeah, and if you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe if you like this kind of content. I do other things too as well. I do vlogs. I do some makeup sometimes. But right now I'm just taking a small break, and I'll be back to do regular videos probably February 1st. Yeah, I've just like gotta refresh and just think of what my channel will become, because I've been working a lot and it's still not going nowhere. So I just want to try and regroup and think of what plan things for my videos instead of just go with the flow. So let's see how that works. So I'll be back soon. I'll just be doing these videos. I'm gonna try and do it daily instead of bunch them up. We'll see how that works. But you all have a wonderful day. You guys take care. God bless. And if I haven't told you yet, Happy New Year. And I will see you guys soon in my next upload. For your presence in Him. In His name I find. In His name I find. In His name I find the peace I seek. In His name I find. In His name I find. In His name I find the joy I seek. In your presence I am free from the chain that